Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of The Green Knight. Let's do it. The Green Knight is an adventure, drama, fantasy from writer-director David Lowery and A24. The film stars Dev Patel, Alicia Vikander, Joel Edgerton, Sarita Choudhury, Aaron Kellyman, Sean Harris, Kate Dickie, Barry Keoghan, and Ralph Ineson. A fantasy retelling of the medieval story of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. So I was not a huge fan of the last David Lowery movie I saw, A Ghost Story. In fact, I didn't like it much at all. So I had some reservations going into this one. That said, I thought the trailers for this looked amazing. It was getting really good reviews, I dig fantasy flicks, and while I haven't loved every movie from A24, they've got a really strong track record, so I'm always automatically interested when I see that logo. I didn't love this movie as much as I had hoped, but there was a lot about it that I really enjoyed, so as per usual, we'll talk about the good and the bad. I thought the cast was strong across the board here. Dev Patel really holds it down as Sir Gawain. It's a fairly understated performance, which I liked, but he does have a couple of moments where he's really giving it. It's really impressive. You can always count on Alicia Vikander. She's great. I really liked the sort of quiet portrayal of King Arthur that we get from Sean Harris. And Ralph Ineson is straight up terrifying as the Green Knight. That voice is so good. My favorite performance in here, though, came from Barry Keoghan. I've never really seen him play a role like this. It's almost like cartoony, but in a good way, and it really felt like he was having a really good time. Visually, this movie is absolutely sumptuous. A lot of the colors are really desaturated, and a lot of the movie is really dark, like sometimes hard to see what's going on dark. But the shot composition, the production design, the landscapes, the creatures, they all look gorgeous, although there is a CGI fox that I'll admit didn't look great. There's some really brilliant camera moves as well, including this one really long panning shot about the midpoint of the movie that was straight up kind of shocking. The sound design is also impeccable, particularly the noises of the movements of the Green Knight. He moves with the sound of creaking, aching branches and tree trunks, and it's awesome. My biggest issue with this movie was very much the same problem I had with A Ghost Story. It felt really self-indulgent. The movie's broken up into chapters, which I don't mind on its own, but it does kind of make this flick feel episodic. And some of those episodes, if you will, kind of don't go anywhere. The movie always winds its way back to the main quest, but these kind of side missions felt a little bit meandering. Particularly an entire sequence that gets launched when we're introduced to Joel Edgerton's character. It just goes on and on. There are important themes introduced along the way in that one sequence, which we need for later in the film, but it takes its time getting there. It runs a lot longer than we need it to, and this is already a long, slow burn of a film. That said, there's a sequence towards the end of the movie that completely caught me off guard, and I mean that in a good way. It takes a major tonal shift, which I did find jarring, but it gets a really good payoff. And I felt that the movie really stuck the landing. The very ending was fantastic. Now, my issues with the pace and seemingly self-indulgent qualities of this movie are considerable. I think if those had been tightened up, I probably would have loved this movie. Having said that though, as I mentioned earlier, I did really enjoy a lot about it, and I absolutely think it's worth seeing, particularly in a movie theater if it's safe for you to do so. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to give The Green Knight, and I think I'm going to give The Green Knight a I am the Knight out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen The Green Knight? What did you think about it? What's your favorite fantasy movie of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. Just helps the video reach more people, helps the channel grow. I appreciate it very much. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.